What's up, traders? Welcome back. Today is a spicy day again. Don't forget to smash those like buttons for the new stream. Subscribe if you haven't. Jump in the Discord. Check out Patreon. Let's go. Yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. That intro clip was a little bit longer than I remembered it. Oh well. What's up, guys? We're going to be taking a look here at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course, Cardano ADA. The three big ones moving lately, and what you guys want to see. So, welcome back. Don't forget to smash that like button for the new stream. If you like this content, smash the like button. Helps other people find the stream. Subscribe if you haven't. And let's get started, right? Right on. Good to have everybody. What do you guys think of that? That was... You love the cat in BC. Yeah, I didn't make it. It had the credit of the guy on it, but I thought it was funny. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's just zoom out. You know, today's a red day, and zooming out's always a good practice. The quarterly. Look at this thing. Sitting below us at the open, chilling down near the 30,000s. We have resistance above us. 55 or 58.8. Been long talking about this monthly resistance. We've been... what's the word? I don't want to say expecting. That's so cheesy. We've been prophesizing that we may look to test or close near that 58.8 here in this quarter. That would set us up for an amazing Q4 for all of crypto, not just Bitcoin. And so far, so good. We're more than halfway there. At the start of this quarter, we probably would have doubted that. Not really looking likely back then. So things have changed. Let's zoom it in a little bit here. We're going to do these quick. Monthly, really the same condition. We closed bullish engulfing, and now we're seeing green. Not really surprising to anyone. 7 more days left here in August. I'm looking to start up September. Interesting note. So I tweeted about this, but I really wanted to say this live. Important to the crypto space as a whole, not just Bitcoin. If you remember back to April and May, right? We don't want to, I know PTSD, you don't want to think about it, but April and May historically have been the biggest gainers or the most bullish months for Bitcoin. If you go back in the entire history of Bitcoin, look at it month by month, you'll find that, well, May not as much now after that close, but April and May by far stand out as the greatest positive months. Leading up into these months, people were talking about that. They were pointing it out. They were expecting more upside. We'd already rallied from 10K to 60 something, and the thought of April and May coming and being a big month was huge. It's very common. I don't know if you guys remember. So the important point here is we are coming up on September. September historically is the most bearish month for Bitcoin. If you look back in the histories, September, I believe, is actually the only month that might have a negative yield over the 11-year period. Pretty interesting. What I might propose here today is in the exact same way that people were expecting bullishness in April and May due to that fact that they were bullish months historically, we may see bullish action in September. The exact opposite scenario may come true. And if we look at the chart here, we look at that quarterly, it might make sense. We might be reaching up for that 58.8. So let's keep zooming in. Keep on zooming in. After 5 green weeks in a row, we're finally seeing some red, but this week is still fresh, still open. Still holding on to possibility of 6 green weekly closes on Bitcoin. That would be pretty wild. And honestly, maybe not even the healthiest approach. We might want to see this close relatively neutral. Looking at the weekly here, there's obviously values that stand out from our previous week. Let's throw those on here. There we are. We were looking for 49.1 to close last week. We got it. This was what I considered to be the last weekly resistance before essentially we're retesting the all-time highs. We got the close. We have a higher high in this week. This week, again, still fresh. 5 more days to go. Plenty of time. We've been seeing a pattern here in Bitcoin where we're seeing candles trade intra-time period. So at the start of the week in this example, trading red. And then by the end of the week, reversing and closing green. That's still absolutely in play here. However, 6 green candles in a row seems too good to be true. I honestly would love to just see this trade sideways. The longer we stay up here, the better the probability is of just moving back to those highs, retesting them and looking to break them. Last week's open. So this would fit that pattern that we saw the week before. We saw last week trade all the way down to the previous week's open, find buyers, and then manage to pull all the way back up and close above 49.1. If that were to repeat here, we'd be looking for 47,000, pretty much on the dot. 47,000, a pretty good number actually. As we zoom in, we're going to see some confluence there. So our weekly and monthlies are on this chart, and that's it. That's it. Where are we today? At a very particular spot. August 13th and 14th's close and open, sitting at 47.8 today. We've traded down and we found some support there. That's pretty nice. If we can hold this into the close, that could be the setup for a reversal here. Absolutely. That bounce was really, really close to that daily close. Right here, within dollars. We've been keeping track of these daily support areas, daily resistance areas, as they've been big players. We've been seeing rallies, pullbacks, to test, not even just 47.8 would not be bad, which is what we did. To hold that would be very bullish, but we really can come down as far as, say, 46.2. We can back test August 9th and August 10th. We didn't really do that. Yes, we traded through that range and back up, but to see price do this, that really wouldn't, I don't think that would shock me at all. That would look very similar to what we've seen. I will say that that would be following the pattern, but right here, this is not the pattern we've seen. We've really seen these highs just sell off from the highs consistently but slowly. This time, closing above that weekly resistance, we're seeing more of a consolidation. So this is either accumulation or distribution. We won't know until hindsight. However, if 47.8 holds, that is a phenomenal bounce. You're just back testing that little resistance there and moving back up. On the daily above us, really not a lot going on. We don't have many values. Depending on how we use our retracement tool, if we use the lower high in May or the all-time high back in April, we would be looking for 786. Is that like 51? Virtually where we touched. We're already in a very deep retracement. That can be interpreted as a signal that the market does not want to explore lower lows. Certainly not a guarantee, and it is totally up to the interpreter where you want to place this retracement. I prefer to use the highest and lowest points. So for me, that's actually 54.5, and what we can draw from this is very simple. That's a great stop loss for a short. If you guys are on Twitter and you follow John Bollinger, the guy who invented the Bollinger Bands, he's a traditional trader, meaning he's traded stocks. He's an older gentleman, but he has been really on fire in the last few months with crypto. I don't know if he's getting a lot of attention for it, but even he tweeted today, essentially, be cautious here. It's funny. It's funny that John Bollinger at 48K is telling people to be cautious. Where was he listening to Tom Crown for the last, 3 months? He said something about making sure to lock in some amount of profit. Aggressive traders could look to open a short. I don't think that's bad advice. I believe we move up and we move to a new all-time high. But I don't think it's a bad... If you're going to take a short, this is the level we're looking for. This is it. Our 786 retracement, I think that would be a logical place to put a stop or to invalidate that short. This is just spicy, man. This is just a spicy area. We knew that way back before we were even close to it. It's just as true now as it is then, and man, price is just hanging out. This is not what I expected, but it is what I wanted. I wanted to move to 48, and I wanted to just chill. So if Tom gets his way, this is maybe what we see. Something like that. Maybe a week or two of just sideways movement, and the longer we can do this, the better. My reasoning behind that being it's giving us time It's giving the market time, the chart time, to pull these moving averages up. The 20 weekly still trending down despite price trading over it here. The 200 is moved back up, climbing, same with the 20. So it's really just the 20 weekly we're looking for. The longer that price can remain above it, the better, I guess. I don't know. If price can remain above it, the 20 weekly will curve up and we will get that nice little bullish signal. That would be not totally invalidating of a bear market argument for me, but very much defeating. It'd be very difficult to imagine a scenario where this 20 picks back up and then the market doesn't find buyers. Now, we're talking about validation, invalidation, bull, bear. Everyone's wondering what's going on here. Really, our targets and values are going to stay the same. Nothing has changed here. I'm happy to see the progress that we've made, trading higher than I expected. I'm happy we didn't get meteor smashed, as I like to say. We moved to 48 up to 49.1, and we didn't see a cascade of selling. That's what I was afraid of. I was afraid of this for months. I wasn't afraid of 30. I was afraid of cascading selling at 48-ish. We didn't get it. So far, I'm leaning bullish, as I always do. But I'm leaning bullish on the technicals. I lean a little more and a little more every day that we can sustain price up here. But where will I start to question that? If we see continued selling, I think the logical spot to look would be our major trends. Right here. We can see that the descending high trend from April and May, that was back tested on the daily. We broke through it. We spent 3 days really calmly selling off just to graze that trend line, bullish engulf and move up. So in my opinion, that's been back tested. However, our broadening wedge pattern down here, this was our reversal pattern, our macro. I'll just doodle this out for you. We have not gotten the back test. Every day that trend continues to move higher and higher, making that number a shifting target, but it is moving slowly. I would not doubt this bullish trend. Where's my triangle? I'm looking right at it. I would not doubt this bullish trend unless we see price trade below. We see price trade and preferably close below this trend line. Things can get ugly. The bear argument comes back. The are we in a bull trend gets a little hazy. Fortunately for us, we're pretty far away from that. If we look right below us and just eyeballing it here, if we look right below our current candle, we can see that's right around 42.8. A value you probably remember if you've been watching this channel. Why? Because it is another daily level right here. 42.2, very close to 42.2. That was not back tested. So this range here is basically as low as I want to see Bitcoin go. I'd be fine if it didn't go there at all. But if it does go there, that's fine. If we start closing below, then we are in a clear bull trend is off the table, really. This is where it can get spooky. We're not there. That's why I started this episode zoomed out, is we need a little perspective here. I've noticed sentiment shifting wildly in this space. Everyone and their grandma was bullish July 20th. Everyone started to get bullish, or was bearish until July 21st. Everyone kind of got bullish since then. And now what I'm seeing is back to kind of that normal crypto flow of what color is the daily candle. If the daily candle is red, everyone's bearish. If the daily candle is green, everyone's bullish. And I think that is a positive. I think that's a positive note here. And I think that does lean with the bulls. Is what did we say about dead cat bounce? People have to believe it. They have to believe the rally is real. So seeing this sentiment flip-flop is a good indicator that people might not believe this rally, which means this may not be a dead cat bounce. I like it. I like it a lot. So we have a good amount of room below us. And I think that's the summary here. We have a good amount of room below us. And until we see these numbers, we're in a clear uptrend. We can even define that a little more closely if we connect our lows. and say, oh man, this looks ugly. Doesn't really look ugly. These trend lines are always getting messed with. You can't draw a trend line in crypto and not have it broken. It will always break. What you don't want to see is losing it and then maybe coming back to it and seeing clear resistance there. So the daily here, that's probably why we're feeling some bearish sentiment today. We fell out of this trend line, but look, we did that before. Jumped right back up. So we're looking for a repeat. Looking for a repeat of this move. Let's look at Bitcoin here on, let's look at it like smaller time frames, and we'll move on to ADA and ETH. So you can see that was a very beautiful back test today off of 47.8. So far it's held. There's only one issue, and that issue is 49.1, that weekly level we just took. We just got it. We've fallen back below. We didn't find support there. We kind of faked it out. Didn't find support there. If we are reversing here, even just locally, we would expect to see resistance at 49.1. I haven't done this yet, so I'm not sure if this is going to work out. We'll see. Of course. Charts are all freaking black magic. They're all black magic. 49.1 is exactly the 0.5 retrace from our high to our low here. The 0.5 retrace is 49,124 versus our weekly level, 49,121. $3 difference. Too close for coincidence for me. I think that makes 49.1 pretty likely. So what I was saying earlier about John Bollinger and being careful, that might be the level to look to make a hedge position if you feel you need one. You don't have to hedge in crypto. You don't have to. But if you're uncomfortable, if you're afraid of downside, that's probably a good signal that a hedge is for you. If more downside excites you, you're ready for cheaper corn, why would you hedge? It's all, I was just talking to a patron today about this. People always want one answer to a question. They said, hey, I sold my Bitcoin at this price. I sold too much. How much should I buy back? How much should I layer in? And the answer, there's no one answer. The answer is, what makes you comfortable? Are you more afraid of having no Bitcoin and seeing Bitcoin move to new all-time highs? Or are you more afraid of having no fiat, no USD, and seeing Bitcoin trade at new lows? And the answer is going to be whatever can get you comfortable in both positions. It's going to be different for everyone. For me, I don't care. I'll ride this baby right back down to 3K. Let's go. But I don't think everyone's like that. It's probably not even smart. It's probably very, very unwise. I'm just a wild card, man. Oh, this is really pretty. So not only from our high to our low here is that the 0.5, but if we take our lower high and connect it to our low again, it is in our golden pocket. This is so much, wow. That is so much going on at that price level. Unsurprising of a weekly, an important weekly level. The probability of it returning to 49.1, I think, is very good. Very good. So don't panic today. We said this down at 30K. If you're going to panic sell, just wait for it to go back up. Wait for it to go back to this 48-ish level. This is a similar situation of we dropped. People might be worried. You don't want to buy on, the top. You don't want to buy a green candle. You want to sell a red candle. You want to wait for the move in the other direction. I think that's what we're going to get here. I think that's what fits on this chart locally. Hopefully our indicators agree. We're going to peek at that. On the hourly, we can derive some kind of bullish divergence off this low in the hourly, but it's kind of too much distance between them here on RSI for me to really do that. MACD not showing it at all. Market cipher, honestly, looking a little weak. Not what I wanted to see on the hourly. But that may line up really well with a move to 49.1, and then maybe we get rejection from there. I'm going to zoom it in here. What's up, Chris?
Last time. This time it's ADAX Cardano deck that bridges ERC20. Curious your thoughts. Have to view on CoinMarketCap.
What's up, Charismatic? How you doing, bro? Thank you for the 10, my friend. Oh yeah, you were the legendary farm requester. Well, dude, you made a pretty sweet return on that request, didn't you? Now I want to look at farm at some point in this episode. This time it's ADAX. I will look at it. I know I don't have a chart for it. I'll pull it up then. Let me put this up on the queue because I want to get through these three, and then we'll do that. ADAX. Okay. There it is. I'll pull it up once I get through these other ones. But I appreciate you. Thank you. And I'm gonna pull up that farm chart. We're gonna look at that once we're done with these as well. Oh, that's so crazy. Okay. We're gonna look at these just real quick. I want to get a better feel on the hourly. Okay, so the 5 minute way more bullish here on the hourly. The 5 minute almost undeniably looking to roll over. In the last candle, money flow has flipped positive. That was a pretty brutal trip actually to negative money flow. We see a lower low here after a... Oof, man, it's hard to see color with these on sometimes. Or maybe I'm just colorblind, which I am. After I would call this I guess a higher high. Still, either way, savage 5 minute. Can't get too excited. Rolling over. Let's see if these other time frames are looking at the same thing here. At the 15, a lower low. 15 not showing us the confidence that the 5 has. Not what I wanted to see. Momentum looking pretty good here on the 15. RSI looking very sketchy. Very sketchy. We're only going to look at the 30 and the 45 and we'll move on. Thankfully, the 30 looking more rolling over, looking more to go back to that positive money flow that may align with the 5 minute. Maybe the peak of the 5 minutes money flow will align with 30 minutes rolling over. We'll see. Momentum not showing signs of stopping yet, despite this drop, and not a very strong response yet. So the short term not looking great. Not looking super great in the short term here. 45 is ugly as well. Looks like up to the hour, we're really not very pretty. That was not what I was hoping to see. 4 hour just rolled over. Yeah, these shorter time frames are suggesting that if we do move to that 49.1, we very well may see rejection. That's what I read from them. But those short time frames are not going to be impacting the big picture. 4 hours pretty ugly, but the 4 hour is always ugly. Doesn't matter what direction it's going. The 4 hour always looks weird. We can see here on RSI, this is the 6 now. It's heading back up a little bit, but if we saw a move lower, if we went and tested these daily supports lower, we may get a lower low in RSI and bullish divergence off of that, and that would line up well with what we're seeing on the shorter time frames. 6 hour money flow is ugly. That's very threatening, actually, and momentum's down. I didn't want to do all these, but now I'm trying to figure out this narrative. The 12 hour is still just hanging on there. Hanging on by a thread on the 12 hour. Ooh. All right. Is what it is. I don't think that's really surprising to anyone. The daily, though. So this movement has not at all impacted the daily. Daily RSI is still in the exact same condition it was in. It looks to be flagging out, which is not bad. Not a bad sign. This is really clean. It's almost too clean. It is too clean. It spooks me. Check this out. That's so clean. I don't like that. It's too clean. You don't see this happen often on the daily. I can't even really name a time where I've seen such a clean pennant on the daily. I know there's examples down near oversold, but I don't remember any up here near overbought. And I'm not really sure what to make of that, to be honest. So Bitcoin, short term, not looking so hot. We have support below us. We're really nowhere near invalidation at this point of our bull trend. But our short term time frames not looking super hot. I think 49.1. I think 49.1 is the play. What were we looking at last time? Nothing really new on that chart. Last episode we were talking about 50,000 being a psychological level of resistance. Exactly as predicted. I mean, we had like 50 and change. 50,400. Psychological, we're seeing selling. These are not typically brick walls, psychological levels. Usually they're pit stops. So let's cross our fingers and hope that's the case here. I'm following CME as well, just loosely. We were talking about 47,400 on CME being our weekly resistance that we closed over. That would be the level I'd look to hold for support here, and we can see that hasn't happened yet. We have not had CME backtest its resistance as support at this point. Okay, so moving on to Ethereum. Moving on to Ethereum. All right. We're going to keep this. Okay.
Show feet.
Dallin, you know we only do that stuff. It's private. It's private, buddy. Can't be doing that. Thank you for the 20, bro. It's good to have you here, Dallin. Ethereum on the month or on the quarterly doesn't have the same pattern as Bitcoin. It's pretty obvious. 2,276 is where this quarterly opened. Now trading at 3,200. Not a lot there, actually. The monthly, though, so this is interesting. The quarterly on Bitcoin I like more than Ethereum. And then on the monthly, I like Ethereum more than Bitcoin. Hopefully a lot of you can already see what I'm about to point out. But Ethereum is trading over. It's trading over its monthly resistance. Bitcoin, that would be at 58.8. Let's pull it up. So I'm side by side here quick. We can see that right here. Very clear. Boom. Bitcoin very much under its monthly resistance. Ethereum well above it. So we're looking for a close this month above 27.76 on Ethereum. I think this is set up pretty well. I think that's a decent setup.
Show doggo.
Ooh, show doggo. That might happen. That's a possibility. I'll see how she's doing. I'll see how she's doing after I get through this. She's a sleepy bum. All right, so Ethereum did not have the nice close we got on other coins. 33.10, we were talking about this level last time. We've traded to a new weekly high locally here in this week and sold back below. So very much the same as Bitcoin in that sense. We have a nice zone below us of support. We are talking about this June, was it June, May, June? May. Yeah. Closes here as resistance, has not been back tested as support, and that would put price 27.10 to about 27.76. If Bitcoin makes a move towards our support levels, I would expect Ethereum to follow and hopefully find support in that zone. That may offer, as I said last time, some very strong, potentially even long-term entries. It's very exciting stuff. Weekly still looking solid on Ethereum as it did on Market Cipher. RSI, there's really not a lot here for Ethereum. We don't have a new high, and we don't have a new high on RSI. Same with our lows. We came off bullish divergence, and now we're kind of just hanging out. That's probably a good sign, actually, after rallying. Into the daily, I do like what I'm seeing here on Ethereum's daily. Multiple tests of resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Maybe 8 daily candles are trading in this range. We have a local daily support here holding. Looks like it's holding from today at 31.63. That's an excellent level to hold. That is the equivalent support that Bitcoin has tested today. That looks really fractally, doesn't it? That looks super fractally. Kind of a side thought. This move up, kind of that flat top. It almost looks like a chair. A little chair. Let's draw that chair out. There you go. I know, I'm an artist. I should sell NFTs. There you go. Visualize at home. And now we're doing it again. Looks like we're doing it again. We have that flat top again. And it's really the candle closes there. So what might we expect if that repeats? Something like this. Interesting. Actually, really interesting. I like that. Yeah, nothing else. Nothing else there. Okay. Not only is this the daily local support, 20 daily moving average being tested here in Ethereum. So far, so good. That's an excellent sign. Any coin, any market above its 20 daily moving average is in an uptrend. So here we are. That's a great spot to hold. Bearish divergence. We do have some bearish divergence on the daily on our highs. That's probably also true of Bitcoin. That seems to always be the case in an uptrend. Couldn't tell you why. Market cipher money flow is beautiful. This is what I'd love to see on Bitcoin. Don't have it yet. And potentially we have an increasing selling momentum candle going on today. So with 2 hours and 41 minutes to go, if we find buyers on Ethereum, that may not be true. We may end up closing higher and invalidating that. So that will make this close important. We want to see a close with waning momentum. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever amount of days waning momentum, and then we want to flip to positive and unleash the bulls. So in 2 hours and 40 minutes, we'll check back on MACD for Ethereum here. A close with waning momentum, the condition it is not in now, would be a very bullish sign. IMO in my opinion. I'm going to put an alert. There we go. Straight. Let's look at the low time frames for the ETH. Get rid of our moving averages, because who cares about those on like 5 minutes? All right. For the equivalent move of Bitcoin, looking for that 47 or 49.1 on Ethereum, we might look to our golden pocket here at 32.82 or a 0.5 at 32.53. So likely going to run in tandem with Bitcoin. Bitcoin hits 49.1. Ethereum likely to be testing one of these levels as well. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Hourly. Show me something good. Hourly ugly. Same as Bitcoin. Ethereum's hourly really not a super positive look here. Momentum is waning. This is not the worst case. But with that money flow kind of steadily draining out, trickling out, I don't like that. It's not what I'd like to see. We do have, unlike Bitcoin, bullish divergence on our low here. This is maybe the positive sign for today. We have a higher low today than we did on the 22nd, and we have a lower low in RSI and a lower low in MACD. So Ethereum is going to be diverging on the chart from Bitcoin because of that, or suggesting it is. We have a short time frame bullish divergence on Ethereum. Don't have it on Bitcoin. That's one of the only differences, really. Money flow. So we're going to want to see on these shorter time frames more bullish signals. So let's actually look at the 5. Exactly like Bitcoin, just rolled over. Momentum's not great. These do not look super great either. 15 ugly. 30. Man, that's interesting. So these indicators really are mirroring Bitcoin on Ethereum here. And the only difference is Ethereum has somehow managed to squeak out this bullish divergence today. Maybe that means Ethereum doesn't stop at 32, 33 if Bitcoin stops at 49.1. That's interesting. Let's pick like the 8 hour. We never look at the 8 hour. Just try something new here. You can even see that bullish divergence out here on the 8 hour time. So this is a bigger time frame, way more significant than minutes and things we're looking at. And that bullish divergence is visible all the way out here. That's actually a great sign. That's a great sign. Market cipher's not showing me much there. And what a fake out candle, huh? Interesting. What is this? This looks like a noodle. This is a noodle. Guess it could be consolidate, break, consolidate, break. Let's move on to ADA. We'll move on to ADA. Ethereum really looking like Bitcoin. Slightly more bullish edge here on this low, and that's about it. Longer time frames on Ethereum also looking solid. Take a sip of this disgusting energy drink. We're going to move on to Cardano ADA. Last stream, Cardano was smashing all-time highs. Today, we've seen it trade intraday below yesterday's open, so bearish engulfed. That was giving us a bearish signal. However, since then has traded back up, invalidating that bearish engulfing and looking to close decently. So we were speculating this may be the healthy move for ADA to come back, test that 230 level. That candle probably was suggesting that earlier. No longer is. No longer is. What price are we looking for today? $2.91. If ADA can pull up in the next 2.5 hours above 291, things are going to look awesome. It's going to look to be cleared for that 4 level. Wow, they are stomping upstairs. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. That's a spicy day, man. Look at that. I'll take a look at this in lower time frames because that's going to look great. But first, let's do the same thing we did for everything else. It's more similar to Ethereum here. We see that ADA above any kind of monthly resistance, quarterly resistance, really just out in space. And of course it is. It's at a new all-time high. Monthly, again, mirroring Ethereum. Monthly candles trading far above its monthly resistance, unlike Bitcoin. That may give us support at 173 if we see sellers bring price down to that level. Here we are on the weekly, far above the 20 weekly. A weekly resistance, now looking for support at 230. This is where I would look to enter if I wasn't in ADA and wanted a position. 230, $1.75. These would be solid supports to look to take along. Last time ADA was smashing all-time highs as we were streaming, I said, guys, this is, please, not financial advice, please don't buy anything at an all-time high. It's just bad practice. It's bad practice. Never put yourself in that position. If it's at an all-time high and you're FOMOing, I'm sorry, but you have to basically just consider you missed it. If it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. That's the way you got to look at it. 20 weekly, moving up. $1.61, pretty similar to the last stream. That's also weekly support at $1.67 that hasn't been back tested. So not much has changed, to be honest, in ADA. So aren't you glad you didn't buy? Aren't you glad you didn't buy in the last stream? Just it's at the all-time high, it's pulled back. Still very much in play. Our supports here, very much in play. Those would be much stronger positions. Much stronger. Weekly indicators, really the same as Ethereum, Bitcoin. Money flow looks good. Momentum looks good. It's gonna have to zoom in to get any difference here. All right, so this is actually the opposite scenario. I think we were seeing to Ethereum, right? On the daily. Yes. So the daily on Ethereum had waning selling momentum, and now we're seeing potentially that momentum pick up again. ADA on the daily had gaining buying momentum, it was gaining momentum, and now potentially that may be waning off. It has happened before. We can see this kind of string of dark blue candles showing that. So we may be looking for both of these closes. Maybe looking for Ethereum to close without gaining selling momentum, and Ethereum to close with gaining buying momentum. It would be a bullish close for both of them if they can accomplish that. And if anything's going to do it, it's ADA right now. Like, this is a wild candle. That traded way below yesterday's candle. And then found buyers, said, nope, no bearish engulf. We're not interested. Moving averages are just nowhere in sight, so we're not even going to look at them. Let's go to the 4 hour, perhaps. That's a pretty nasty candle. Momentum pretty much looking down. Momentum looking down. Money flow, similar condition, but still a little healthier than on Bitcoin. Potential for bullish divergence on our lows here on MACD. And we already have it. So this is another similarity to Ethereum. This low here is giving us some kind of bullish signal. Bitcoin, we don't really have one. But on ADA and Ethereum, we have bullish divergence between our lows. That's a great sign. That's a great sign, as it's not really typical for Ethereum and ADA to be running if Bitcoin's entering a bear market or whatever. Like, if these are going to keep moving up, Bitcoin is likely to be at that party with them. Let's see, on the very short time frames for ADA, this up. Already hit the golden pocket. So this is, I would take this as evidence in my TAsmanship. I would take this as evidence. We were looking for this retrace on both Bitcoin and Ethereum today. ADA's already done it. I would take that as evidence that it is likely or more probable that Ethereum and Bitcoin are also looking to make the same retracement. ADA did it quicker. We can see that golden pocket up here, 282 to 283, already hit, already pulled back. On low time frames, this is not looking as bad as the others. Money flow is positive. Momentum is still negative, but you can see bullish divergence even on the 5-minute playing or painting out here. It's been really cool how bullish ADA has been. I've been excited. Not even an ADA fan. I like seeing charts go up. I like the color green. 4 hour looking to roll over from this move or trip to the downside. Off of bullish divergence on our RSI lows here. Very nice. Where would I look for support on ADA? Perfect. Perfect. There we go. If it doesn't bounce here, if ADA doesn't just bounce here and move up towards that 291, we're going to be looking for what? 271 at our 0.5. We can see price, even on the way down here, consolidated. Built support, built resistance at that level. And then right below our golden pocket, that's where the best entry may be at 262, upwards of 268. I'm liking what I'm seeing on ADA. The shorter time frames are looking better than Bitcoin, better than Ethereum. Longer time frames, we already looked at. Let's put these on. Sometimes TA is this easy. Is this simple. It's just high to low. Look for that golden pocket. If you don't blast through it, then do the same thing. Use your fib tool again. Look for the other golden pocket to the downside. It can be that simple at times. That looks probable to me, actually. Let's see if the 30 and 45 agree. All right, 30-minute just closed on everything. Not the best close, to be honest. These indicators looking weird. Looking weird. Let's get weird. 45-minute, there we go. 45-minute does look to roll over. That's not great. Momentum is up, though. Hasn't waned at all. I'm not sure if we're really going to see that retrace. Not sure. I don't have a clear cut. But we do see ADA moving ahead of the market. It's made that retrace faster than our other majors, our other large caps. And that's not a bad sign. Not a bad sign at all. So, $3. ADAs were $3. Remember when it was pennies. Wow. Crypto's wild. Crypto's a wild ride. Okay. So I think I got through everything I wanted to, right? Cool. How long did that take? 800 hours, probably. Pull up the stream. I didn't even have the stream open. I don't even think I liked my own stream. I didn't. 143 likes now because of mine. If you haven't liked the stream yet, I don't know what you're doing. Why don't you give it a like? I think we can get more than what? We have 250 watching. 144 likes. Can we get like 200? I mean, we're going to aim for 420 as always. But if you haven't liked it yet, please do. Help YouTube recommend our live stream to everyone else by smashing that like. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Jump in the Discord. The link's in the video description below. Check out Patreon for September. Great time to get learned. There we go. Ryan Haas, get the shade sponsored. They didn't contact me. So the company that shall not be named is just going to continue to not be named. Let's put it that way. Whoa, bud. Whoa, bud. Crypto saves. No, bud. No. No wishing harm on others. That's a big no-no on YouTube. You know what? I'll say this. I will even defend Crypto Savvy. Ready? You're going to be shocked. Crypto Savvy, when I was on around the block, across the blockchain back in May, when I was on with him and I were both looking for 48. No one else in the freaking world looking for 48. He was the only one. So I'll defend him there. I don't know if he even remembers it, but I remember it because I was like, I remember saying, this is uncomfortable to be agreeing with Savvy, but I'm seeing this move, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, he's very bearish, and you know, I'm not. I'm just gonna leave it there before I say something I don't want to say. You guys, you can't hate people because of what, you know, if they're bearish or bullish. Who cares? Let them make the wrong trade, right? If you're right, let them make the wrong trade. Who cares? What does it matter? Doesn't impact you. They're just your liquidity. Make them your liquidity. You don't need to hate them. Anyway. ADAX for Mr. Charisma. Right? Charismatic. Wanted to see ADAX. We can do that real quick. Let's see. We had a few subscribers here. What's up, X Vega? BKK Swida. Carlos Cunha. Jai Splocks. Mihandra Sai? What's up, guys? Thanks for subscribing. Great to have you in the fam. We're here live almost every day, so if you haven't subscribed, smash that button. Also, sorry if you got an alert. Sorry if you got a notification from YouTube from some old video. I think it was last night. No idea. YouTube just alerted like half of our followers of some old video. It was like kind of, I guess, said it was a new video, but don't know what happened. Never seen that before. Let me see if I can find... Does this have a chart? It doesn't have a chart. Probably not, because I've never heard of EX markets, so not going to be on TradingView. They don't have that. So instead, we'll just take a look at this coin. Cardano, so it's on the Cardano chain. Interesting. Interesting. We don't hear that much about coins and tokens on the Cardano chain. That's pretty cool. Circulating supply versus total, we see about half the supply is out. And there are no notable wallets, it seems. So it doesn't seem that there is any dev, treasury, investor, whatever wallet. That's a good sign. Always a good sign. There's a little description. This has been trading since June 29th. It's always hard to talk about coins that are new, because you have to, if you want to have any opinion on them, you have to know about them specifically. I don't know anything about this. Know anything about it. I know its name is ADAX. It's on the Cardano chain. It's always hard, though, because you're not really going to be able to do any analysis on the chart. You're really going by maybe fundamentals or sentiment, and I don't know either of those here, but it looks as if, what, it is up 824% from its all-time low. That's not really surprising, as is, what's its market cap? 50 million? That is a super micro cap. So I can say this with confidence. You can invest in whatever you want, right? If you want to be smart about it, make your position proportionate to the market cap. So if you want ADAX, I'll do it. Say I want ADAX at a $50 million market cap, maybe have a $100 position. It sounds like nothing, right? Yeah. But here's what you're doing. You're risking $100, and if you're saying this thing's the best thing ever, a $50 million market cap can go hundreds of X. So that $100 can turn into a crazy amount of money if it does what you think it's going to do. For anyone to put a large portion of their portfolio into something this small is taking on so much risk, and your reward is really not going to be that much better. It's not going to be that much better. You're just going to end up selling sooner. If you have a small position that you can ride, you're almost always going to do better on these small caps. Almost always. At least in the hundreds or thousands of examples I've seen. So we'll read this. ADAX is an automated liquidity protocol that facilitates trades within the Cardano ecosystem in a completely decentralized and non-custodial way. Has no order book. Eliminates all intermediaries, complexity, cumbersome procedures. Offers untrammeled freedom. No, I don't like my freedom trammeled, so +1. So what? It looks to be a DEX. Charismatic wants me to look at the site. Half the supply of Pancake Swap. I'll open the site. Be careful. Be careful. How much supply something has is really not important. Whether it has 1 coin or 1 trillion coins is not. What's the difference between that and just making it a decimal? You know, like you have 0.00001 coin and there's only 1. You know, you're just moving the decimal around, and it is something that people really do get mixed up on. A lot of people think something's cheaper because there's more supply, or something's better because there's less supply. What's really important is, where is that supply? Where's the supply? How is it distributed? That is a way more important question. So this website looks pretty cool. Probably not going to do too much here. ERC20 converter. Migrate their coins. I like the site. It's pretty. That's pretty much all I can say. Does anybody know who these people are? I don't think I've ever heard of them. But that's very common. Why would I have heard of them? Cool. Cool, man. Cool site. Hope it works out. It's a micro cap, dude. Like, there's a lot of potential upside. With micro caps, there's always that risk factor, and just position accordingly. But I appreciate you, Charismatic. Thank you, man. Let's bring this down. Fell out. What's funny is we had this pattern that we were looking to break to the upside. Of course, it did. But now we're actually kind of back to what we've been doing. We keep seeing this over and over. We just keep having these broadening wedges. Over and over and over again. It's on repeat. Broken record. Let's see. Someone complaining. There's always complainers. Salty stream. Wait, people are salty today? I'm going to read the stream. I'm going to read the chat. I'm going to read the stream. I'm going to read the chat. Miss Taxi Driver. Don't hate him. Just make him your liquidity. That's a pretty good quote. It's true, though. We have like multiple people asking for C98, which I've never heard of. So it's odd that maybe, is it trending on CoinGecko or something? Is that why? Or market cap? Oh, it is trending. All right. You know what? It isn't. And also, so is ADAX. Interesting. I've noticed a large correlation between what's trending on CoinGecko and what people are asking to see on stream. We'll take a look. We'll take a look at this thing in a minute. And catch up with the chats here. What's up, Logan, Sheely, Elvis Presley, the official channel. I knew you were live, bro. Darling Sylv, always good to have you here. AIG Store. Jessica B. Narbra, my man, how you doing? You can't tell, but I just winked. It's good to have you here, dude. Evo Tesseract, Timothy, Ordle, Jeffrey, Collins. Feel sorry for newbie pairs. Can't identify trend. Adrian Joel, how you doing? Mask Pump. I don't know what mask is, but sure. The guy whose name is all symbols in a turn of fates. I feel like I remember you being bearish. Why would you even save money in the banks when they're printing it? Start staking Bitcoin. You can't stake Bitcoin. You can lend it. But I totally agree with your sentence. Totally agree with your statement. Why would you keep money in the bank? Doesn't make sense. Joshua Jones, how you doing, brother? Tim Boat, looking at Tezos. Nika Radu, Cody token. We've looked at that before. I don't see the salt. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. The moderators make the viewers salty. Stop making people salty. Ecom Saver, Ecom Savior, force you to be here. Good. Where's she at? Good. She should be. I don't. Is she here? She's not even here today. Tisk. Oh well. Shot. Market size for 3-hour Bitcoin. Why not? I didn't look at the 3-hour here. It does not look good to me. That looks not good to me. Lower high. We haven't seen the reversal. We could see a lower low here. Lower low on VWAP, but it is trending up. There's hope. I mean, there's hope. There's hope here, but I don't. On the shorter time frames, we're not really seeing it. VWAP coming up on the 2-hour. This could have a nice fake out here on this dump, but that 1 hour is just not quite in the condition I need to see it to be confident. Let's check this out. Ian Hoofsloot. Experiences with X markets. Ian, that's what I said. I've never heard of it. In general, guys, if I've never heard of an exchange, I don't trust it. Like, just rule of thumb. It's kept me safe for a long time. There's, that it's a micro cap. There's another portion of risk. I was talking about risk in micro caps and how to approach them. There's another factor I didn't even think of. It's a good one. It's an important one. So bravo to Ian for reminding me here. Is if you have to go to some place you've never heard, if you have to send Bitcoin or assets to an exchange you've never heard of, that in itself is a risk. So be careful. Another great argument for make your position size proportionate to its market cap. Just makes sense. Snapshot. I pulled up C whatever. C98. We'll take a look at it. Let me get through the check real quick. Don't hate him, just trade him. That's right, CY. I don't know any coin because I ignore all the chat. Yeah, it's surprisingly hard to do in-depth analysis while reading a cascading wall of text. I do my best. I'm trying to catch up here. BitBoy said Flano swap. Flano swap. I don't know. I don't know what's a scam or not. Just don't trust anything. There you go. Don't trust it. Crypto Ric Flair starting to YouTube how to get subs. Dude, just time. Just time. There's no trick. Literally time. It took me, I think it took me a year to get to 10K subscribers. And then it took me like 6 months to go from 10K to like 30. It gets faster, but the start is just brutally slow. You just got to push through it. Just can't quit. Krasmir Stoyanov changed my mind. I think day trading, doing TA on extremely low cap alts is worthless. I'm not going to change your mind. Because you're right. Gold 13 Dragon, what's up, my man? Loki, bro. You bought ADAX on X markets? All right. Well, there's one person who didn't have a negative experience. That's okay. That's good, but that doesn't guarantee you won't. But it certainly is better than not having that, right? Just keep your ears open in this space. Keep your ears open and doubt anything, everything. What's up, Justin Bond? Who's the Salt Bay? Bullish Shalom. That's my favorite name. I know you're not actually Shalom, and I miss Shalom. Where are you, bro? But I like that name. Brucey Kibitz with the salt. Jessica B. We got a lot of ladies here. We're just like we're just a cool crew. Just chill. Tickle Bear. Be safe. Best strategy. Don't lose money. Right on. Katoino. Zappo. Dude, I don't even really know what Zappo is. It's like a custody solution, right? I don't think it's an exchange. There's been about 50 exchanges in the last 10 years that rug pull people. I have no idea what that number is. How many? But the answer is you can't trust. You're sending your money to something that you have no way of recovering it if they just choose not to. So be skeptical of everything. Just be skeptical of everything. Give things time to mature. See how it goes. That's what I do. You don't need to be there day one. Yeah, we all want to think, oh, I'll just hop on this train day one on this alt and I'll be a trillionaire. It just doesn't seem to work that way. I don't know anyone who got rich that way. Let things mature. Let other people fall into the traps along the way, and then once, their bodies fill up the traps, you just walk right over them. Pretty easy. Thoughts on dots? What happened to dots? I think it hit our target. What's up, Louis Gustav? Thoughts on dots? Dots looks alright. Just glancing here. There's our 167% trade on dot. Live in stream. Boom. Done. Looks like it's back testing this kind of daily level here from the 16th. Dots doesn't look bad. Although, look at that. Look at this trend line and that wick. Where did that come from? That's pretty cool. Check that out. Certainly, I wouldn't really be able to use this in analysis, but this was an important trend line. We saw dot kind of mess around up there before losing it. Here we are. Actually, here we are back testing it now after losing it. A rejection from here actually could get very ugly. Let's see where our retracements are. I wasn't even thinking about dot. I wasn't even thinking about it. 0.5, 0.618 brings us right back to the consolidation area, like 1516. Probably a good spot for support. Maybe 1680, something like that. For being a little more aggressive, 20 bucks, $20.90. Saw the market consolidate here at that level. Could provide support. It's right around our golden pocket. I think it looks fine, though. And the only worry I have here is the rejection from this super historic trend. I don't like that. I want to see it move past there, and I'd feel more comfortable. Unfortunately, the truth of dot is the trade's already done. Trade's complete. Now we wait for another entry. You could enter here, but it's kind of just catching a knife. So some people like knives. I like knives, so yeah. Nice. So this episode, short time frames didn't look so good, and well, they're playing out. Nothing's really happening. We're just slow bleeding. Does look like it's moving back towards our low today. Still have a good amount of time left in this day, though. Health of this pump on 98. I'll peek at. I'll peek at the C98. Matthew DiBendetto. My dude. Yeah, this is the reality. Thank you, man. You do better than most at reading the chat. I don't know why people think, like, you can stream analysis and, like, read every message as it comes in. You know, it's just like, I'd have to cross my eyes even to just see both of them at once. I do my best, everybody. I really do. I don't ignore anyone. I shout out everybody, like every episode. Money for the people. Bulls took profit at 50K and ran away. Now we see 20. Bump, bump, bum. I'm not leaning in that direction at the moment. Earlier in this episode, we went over all the ranges, all the targets, all the values that we might start considering that. But at the moment, we're not really in danger of that. Miss Taxi Driver. Let you in the Crypto Divas channel. Okay. Sure. Yeah, we're working on some kind of video series. We're going to try to convert some ladies into crypto. The more the merrier. Sylv was back here in 2019 with like 6 people. I will say I do like hearing people call for lower numbers. That gets the bull in me nice and cranked up. What is up, Vesemir? Good evening, bro. Fun story for you, my friend. I watched The Witcher animated movie last night. It's all about Vesemir. I don't know if it's new or not, but it was good. You should watch it if you haven't. Vesemir is an awesome character. What else have we got going on? It'd be nice if ADAX had a chart. I just know it doesn't. Just aware that it doesn't. I'm curious. I'm curious now if I type it in, if something will come up. I know it won't. Everyone's hyping it. I don't know. It's not because. Wait, no, that's ADAX BT. That almost got me. I was like, whoa, nah, no chart. With low caps, and even if it had a chart, it's only traded a few months. Doesn't do anything. You're not gonna be able to get anything from it. Just skip the TA manually. Here to be salty and have our chat messages read out by a guy in sunglasses. That fair enough. Fair enough. Whatever tickles your fancy. I'm down. I'm down to clown. Sandra. Thelondon lady. What's up? Welcome. I hope everyone's doing well too now, bro. That's my opinion on NFT games. I think NFT and gaming is the only thing that makes sense with NFTs outside of maybe domains or identities or verification. Will it do better in a bear market? Doubt it. I doubt it'll have any impact. The number of rug pulls is too damn high. I agree. Easy way to not get rug pulled. Don't buy anything on BSC. Not financial advice, but that's my opinion. Infrastructure bill and the Fed Friday meeting affect the market? Of course. We need some Pokemon music. Like the old video from yesterday. What's up, Soul N? Alchemist, welcome back, dude. Crushido.io, hello. Kato Ino with the facts. Zappo isn't a Hong Kong-based custodian. There it is. So it's a commercial hold wallet. No problem. Nicaradu, no problem, dude. Do I have thoughts on fourth governance token? Not really. All right, snapshot just for you. Snapshot, you do this. You subscribe to the channel and like the video. I'll look at C98 for you right now. Do it. What's up, Moises Altayo? Analyze DAG. Maybe. Sandra saw me on BitBoy. Sweet. Good to have you here. Nav, should you close your long? I would say check out the beginning of the episode, man. That's got the answers for you. Ninja Curd. Could Bitcoin go to strange symbols K? Yeah, sure. What's up, Bruno? All right, I'll look at C98. Because it's trending and people are asking, we'll take a look at C98 here. Let's find out if it has a chart. So, first thing we're going to do, look at markets. Binance trades it. That means we probably have a chart. That's good. We're going to try to pull that up here. I guess C98 would be the ticker. Crypto. Awesome. It actually has a chart. Not a lot of a chart, but a chart nonetheless. At all-time highs. That's probably why we're hearing about it. All right. $2 was daily resistance. Broke. Now we're up at 550. Who wants some moon targets? Everyone wants moon targets. Well, we've already extended past the measured move. 472. That's the price I would have told you. Actually, might have to do it like this. Do I like it like that? This is technically the incorrect use of the Fibonacci tool, but I'm going to allow it here. Only because it seems to be playing along with it. So where can we look? Obvious answers. Well, $5, $5 always in play. Psychological level. Always in play. Similar to Bitcoin's 50,000 right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what it touched. $4.96. Yeah, close enough. And the one, nah, I'm not gonna do that. It's too. I can't disgrace TA like that, even though it works. I think more accurately we can say, well, that was the measured move. That's the measured move. Measured move ran up to the psychological level. So our 2 at this 472, that's been achieved. Above that, the 2618 would be our next target if we can break 5. Sitting at about 750, and the 3, if you just keep seeing strength, 1030. Those would be where I'd look to lock in some profits here. You don't have history to really back a chart. We're not really going to be able to do analysis here. We can use our fib tool. We can look at the daily. We can find a level that's $2, but that's all we're really going to get. If we keep looking lower, we're gonna find values and supports and things that aren't going to be big players. I think the only other price point we can look at here would be $3. That's where it traded up to, was sold off. Oh, nice. Here we go. Perfect. If we do it this way, we would be looking for that 750. I'm going to stick with it. We'd be looking for 750 if we used it right here, but that wick is kind of... I usually don't use wicks like that because it's usually just low liquidity. Just a sign of low liquidity. Not really true price action, if you want to be an elitist about it. So I'm putting an alert at $5.01. You break that, you're looking for $7.50. Easy. Easy peas. But $5... it's our measured move, psychological resistance. We could see. Let's see if the low time frames agree. Not really. We don't really have bearish divergence here on the 4-hour. Money flow could be a little stronger. This actually looks pretty solid. We rolled back on the 1-hour. The chart's not bad. Chart's not bad at all. We don't break through 5. We can look for our 618 retrace. Sitting about $3.60 or previous high $3. Those both could offer entries. You can see there was consolidation already at that level. So I would be looking for that 618. If I was more aggressive, maybe the 0.5 at 392. And more like me, I would likely be looking maybe for like $2. $2. Now, I'm not saying it's going there. This is my prediction. Actually, it looks strong here at 5. It looks strong here at 5, which is not expected. But if it doesn't break through, I'd be looking for 0.5 or 618 retrace to move back up. If that breaks, you're looking for the previous highest support. If that breaks, things look a little worse, but you still have that $2 below you. It's not the end of the world. This chart's not bad. It looks surprisingly bullish. Surprisingly. I want to check this out on CoinGecko, though. How long is this traded? Looks like it started trading on Binance. Has the exact same timeline. 24-hour volume's pretty decent on it as well. We have over $1 billion in traded volume here. Our +2, -2 depth is not bad. A normal retail trader, not going to have to worry about that. Spread could be better, but nah, spread's fine. Let's see what it has to say. Is C98 is an all-in-one DeFi platform that aims to fulfill untapped demand in the industry and become a gateway bridging TradFi users to any DeFi services on multiple blockchains. That reminds me of Shapeshift. I believe that's kind of one of their goals, to become a gateway like that.
Tom, can you look at GRT? Thank you.
What up, bull shalom? Yeah, look at GRT. Let me finish reading this thing. Is there anything different? Accomplishes its mission. Full suite of products. Space Gate. Sounds cool. Enable swapping, ERC tokens, BP tokens. Interesting that both AVAX, ADAX, and C98 here that we've looked at today, both of them at least include something to do with swapping blockchains. That might be the new hot thing. All right, and what is this on? It is on BSC. That's why the whole chart is there. That's why the whole chart's on Binance. With BSC, you always have to be careful. There have been countless rug pulls. I'm not saying this is a rug pull or anything. I'm not making that claim. But you got to be careful. BSC has had some issues. This website looks exactly like Binance.com's to me, doesn't it? Guess that's suiting. All right, we're going to take a peek at GRT for Mr. Bullish Loam. Ooh, nice. Finding something here. This is really boring price action. I originally described it as noodly, and the noodling continues. Good to see. This is on the 15. Good to see the low protected, at least here locally. Lows have come up. Now we need to see a significant break. A significant break here. And we can go back to that 49.1. That's what I want to see. GRT. I have not looked at GRT in some time, so let's take a peek. GRT. Hey, good reminder, bud. Good reminder. Let's see. Boom. Trade complete. Boom. Trade complete. Drop it. 2 live streamed trade setups on GRT. When did we place these? Looks like early July. From 62 cents. We were looking to defend the low, taking it back to $1.11. Didn't quite make it to $1.11 yet. Then upwards of $1.43. Now, were we correct? Okay, there's $1.11 and $1. Okay, so that is the 0.5 and 618. Nice. Very nice. Let's zoom out. GRT, I remember when this coin started and people wanted me to look at it, and I was like, dude, there's one candle. You can't do anything with this. Can't do anything with one candle. Last week's close just below our target, of course. Weekly momentum still picking up. Let's go down to the daily. We can finally look at this coin on the daily. RSI highs have come down with a higher high. That is bearish divergence, but we've seen that on literally everything. That's not surprising. Money flow, I'm much more convinced by. Money flow looks solid on the daily. Yes, it is moving down right now, but it has made a nice, smooth trip up. I like the way that looks. Hopefully the shorter time frames reflect that as well. Daily Ichi right there. It might be looking to bounce here. 20 daily just below. You can see there's clearly something on the daily here at this price. It was resistance in June. It was resistance again earlier in August. Rejected, but we had a higher low. Rejected it again, higher low, or double bottom, however you want to call it. Moved above. This looks like a back test of resistance as support. I think if GRT closes above 95.2 cents today, that $1.11 is coming. That's not even a good target though, because it can go higher. We have the 200 daily just spawning, just joining the chart here. That's currently at $1.20. That might not be a bad take profit. If you entered this trade down here, $1.20 might not be a bad take profit. Typically when we see large moving averages appear, meaning a coin is traded now, this one for 200 days, more than 200 days. But on the 200th day, the 200 daily moving average began painting on the chart. We do tend to see price move towards them. I don't know why. Just a common thing to happen. On the daily, bearish divergence. All right, we'll zoom in a little bit here. I do like you have the 50 and 100 crossing bullishly below you. The 100, though, still sloping down. So would not be terrible to see GRT just consolidate. Instead of making a push for that 200, for it to just consolidate sideways. Let that 100 start moving back up, and then look to break the 200. But something tells me that's not how it's going to roll. I think if you get the close here today, that's where you're looking. 200 daily. See how that goes. Bearish divergence on your highs on lower time frames. Bullish divergence on your lows and higher time frames. Not conflicting as always, aren't we, crypto? 4 hour rolling over. Momentum drooping down. Short time frames really aren't looking good on much at the moment. Not a lot of stuff looks very good on the short time frames right now. However, similar to Ethereum, GRT, we're seeing bullish divergence. RSI, bullish divergence MACD on our low. I think it's going to come down to that close today. A nice close is going to set this up for a very clean test of resistance. Back test as support. And you can move up. I would target the 200 daily. Lines up pretty well with resistance in our 618 retrace. A lot of convergence, confluence. Lots of things pointing to that level. Plus our trade setup worked, so that's awesome. Solid. Solid. Good looks, man. Good looks. GRT. I would never have remembered this. The hourly really shows that bullish divergence. RSI got just slapped 22 on the hourly. That was an intense period of selling on the hourly time period, and the bear's unable to create a lower low. That's a bullish sign. Let's see what this looks like. Pretty clear trend. Hasn't tested it yet. Likely will at some point. So we'll add it to the chart. If you don't get the close today, hopefully it just plays sideways and then takes it in a day or two. However, if that doesn't happen, you're looking for 78.3 cents. I think the probability is on the upside move here. GRT done. Good chart. Good chart. What's up? What's up? What's up, X Vega? Thanks for subscribing today, man. We went over Ethereum pretty in depth, and you're welcome to scroll back. DVR is enabled. I'm also going to publish. I'm also going to publish a condensed version of this stream after the stream today. It'll be on there. What's up, Clay? How you doing, bro? What's my thoughts on BTC? If you take the slider on the stream and go all the way back to the beginning, you will get not only memes, not only me yelling at you in a recorded video, but you will get in-depth analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ADA. All three in a row. And there's a little bit of crypto macro market kind of knowledge dropping in between. Highly recommend. I don't want to repeat myself because I'll probably forget what I said. What's up, Frester, VET, or ENJ? Then Fahim Ibrahim wants to see VET. Interesting. Joshua Jones, C98 going to $9.08. I mean, I don't know if it is. It looks pretty strong here at $5. That's our target up here, 1034. Just got to break $5. Many levels below for entries, potentially. Who knows? Not enough chart history to really work with it. Bitcoin looking okay here, though. If Bitcoin moves up, we're likely to see everything move towards those higher targets, the resistances that we were looking at. Man, it just still doesn't look good, though, on the 15. I'm just waiting. 15 just looks so droopy. I'm not convinced by this gibberity gook. I really hope it just keeps going up, but it doesn't look like it wants to. What's up, left field? Swinger coins. All right. Tech 4 Easy. Those who came late. ADATAs at 39 minutes. Thank you, Tech 4 Easy. I wish people would do that every stream. I wonder, can I add timestamps to a live video? I don't know if this will work. We'll try this. Let's see if does this work? I don't think it will. It's worth a shot, though. I'm an experimenter. This is how I've learned everything in my life. Trial and error, experimenting. All right, I added them. Will it work is the question. All right, now I got to pull up the stream and see if there's timestamps. I really doubt you can get timestamps while you're live, though. No, they don't work. Weirdly, if you put 00, that works, but then none of the other ones do. I guess because it doesn't have an end time. Anyway, it was a good try. It was a good, like, it was worth looking at. Who else is here? Rumbid. What's up, Rumbid? Harry Avida. Anyone bullish on Parswick? Never heard of it. What's up, Skullshot? How you doing, dude? You super chatted, dude? I'm sorry. Skullshot, I would never ignore you. Dude, I'll show you guys. Like, this just, I don't know, this just keeps happening. Like, this is what I see, and it's like, it didn't show up here. We got Dallin asking to show Doggo and Fido, and then Bull Shalom for GRT. Doesn't show it, so let me scroll up for you, dude. Missed your last super chat. It's so weird. Like, look, it doesn't have it. That's it. Just for you can just say it again in chat, man. I'll read it here. I trust you. You've been around. Hit that like and subscribe. That's right, Jessica B. You guys don't need to time people out or anything for spamming. Who cares? Spamming, I think, is actually good for streams. As long as it's not just, like, ridiculous the whole time. They said on TV, Bitcoin go to 100K. Well, go ask for your refund. We're still really interested in ENJ. Dude, what did it say? What's up, Dirk Van Meer? How you doing, dude? It does work in the URL bar, yeah. Yeah, if you add yeah, that's exactly right, Elvis. I'm impressed you know that. What's up, Tom G? How you doing? Want no thoughts on Crow? Yeah, sure. This is our thoughts on Bitcoin. This is all for the short term. Short term. The bug flew in my nose. Oh, when the freaking charts, when they hit. Ooh, Steve, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me how awesome these crow charts have been on? I know that you've been watching it. We didn't get a back test of the neckline on the daily. That's a bummer. But it didn't matter. Did not matter. We've already moved up to the 1618, which is our resistance from 2020. Peak. 20 cents on the monthly here. I like the crow chart. I only own crow. Disclaimer. I own crow because I got the crow card a long time ago. That's the only crow I ever bought. And it doesn't really fit. Crow doesn't really fit what I like in coins. But this chart has been interesting me since, I can't remember who asked about it. But this pattern, man, this is either setting it up for the most epic fail ever, or just a blast off, like rocket ship. Flat top, lows are coming up, respecting the trend. The TA is playing out. Like, we got a reversal from support and the trend line. Get rid of this trend. There we go. And now we're moving up. We're at resistance, but we're just shy of our 618. Just shy. So that's where I would be looking. 1629 to 1689. Let's take a look at our indicators. Weekly momentum is up with the rest of the market. Market cipher, money flow actually looks good on Crow. Better than a lot we've looked at. On the daily, you do have daily bearish divergence on your highs. Everything does. Coming off bullish divergence on your lows. Looks like you could paint some here. We did have a back test, so here's how I would play this if I was looking to enter. We did have a back test at 15 cents, but it was the next day. I don't usually count. I would potentially look for a position again at 15 flat if I wanted to make a new position. But the daily's looking beast. That money flow is just trucking up. Yeah. Yeah, bud. This is just, it actually looks really good. It did not look so great for a long time. And as soon as we identified this pattern, it just changed its tune. Let's get rid of that. Actually, so I misplaced that. 17.7. 17.7. So 0.177. That's where we're looking. That's where the arrow is. That's where our golden pocket is, our retrace. That's where I'm looking. Might be able to take it off of 15 cents. I want to put a trade here. This is a little greedy. Let's see, can we make this risk to reward work? 2 to 1, that's terrible. There we go, 3.5. I may look to play it this way. It may not even fill, it may just move up. But I would rather wait. I'd always rather wait. Looking for price to come to me. I'm not looking to go to pro. Oh, yeah, buddy. Steve, I bet you're excited. I know you were talking about Crow the other day. I didn't look at the chart. Ooh, but that 200 moving average is just hanging out on the daily. The 200 hanging out just at 15 cents. Ooh, that can get spicy. That actually makes me want to lower my entry a little bit and raise my stop a little bit. And my take profit a little bit down. There we go. Nice conservative trade. I like that. Hey, I've touched local support. Not much is happening on the daily. Might close waning momentum today. Got an alert on C98. We've broken $5. Let's go. We might be getting this live here. This might be another live call. 5 looking for 750. It's hard to pull that fib. Since it broke, I kind of want to look at it closer. Let's get this nice and perfect. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. That's what I love about fibs. Somehow you can end up getting the same values even if you are looking at different things. We see our 1618 extension from our wick high to low sitting at that same area. The 1618's at 736. The 2618, if we take it from this high to low, 763. That is the logical target. That is the logical target. Nicely done. That's pretty exciting. Let's check. RSI is still good. 2 hours says you need to push it a little bit. You need to push price up. 730. 730-ish. That would definitely do it. That would definitely take RSI up and invalidate that potential bearish divergence. 735, 758. This might happen today. That's wild. Again, a coin is at all-time high. Every time I say this, I swear people are probably doing it, but it is a terrible position to put yourself in. Terrible position to put yourself in, to buy at an all-time high. If you don't buy green candles, you'll never buy the top. Patience. Instead of buying on this green, you may look for a backtest of 5. This rally may move up, fade, come back to 5 and move up. You may see a repeat of what happened here. You may see it move up, consolidate, and then move up. Wait for the backtest. If the backtest doesn't come, find another chart. Everything retraces eventually. I like it. Spicy. GRT. Crow. That's what I was looking at. Oh, yeah. 15 cents is just a crazy important level to Crow right now. Hopefully there's a great trade out there for someone. Everything's pointing to it. How long have we been live? Almost 2 hours. 268 watching. What's up, guys? It's good to have you. It's good to have you. All 268 of you. Yeah. We haven't been streaming as often as we usually do for many reasons. Beginning of the month, we killed it. Put out like 12 videos in like 6-7 days. The first week, maybe. But in my real life, I have to find a new apartment by the end of September. And so that's been super stressful and super time consuming. Just know that I am paying attention. I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere. We're still same business as always. Enzo Cryptos. Asking about VET. Multiple people asking about VET. This smooth love potion. I've never heard anyone like ask for it, and it's almost always trending. I don't know. I don't know how the trending thing works. Let's see if that works. Same thing. Oh well. Burn. Burn. What's up, Daniel Quiones? VET. I'll like pull the chart up, see if anything stands out. Of course it does. You can't look at a chart without something standing out. It's always a struggle. Vchain consolidating at what? The 20 weekly. 20 weekly. Looks like I closed last week. Right above resistance. Wow, that is a tricky chart. This is just stop hunting everyone. Closed above the 20. Sold off. Closed above the 20. And resistance. Well, was support. Supposed to be. Didn't hold as support. Opened. Traded up to the new resistance. Dude, this is... I have VET in my portfolio, but I would not be looking to trade VET right now. And that's not like an up-down thing. It's like this chart is wildly hunting stops. Like, this price action is savage. If you're just investing spot, if you're willing to wait it out, you'll be fine. You might be able to grab it 10 cents at some point. You didn't. But I would not be looking. I say that and then I'm like, maybe I'll just throw up a trade. So you're at resistance. This is a really dumb trade. Nah. It's too technically stupid.
Multivac MTV is the Gen Elrond. Still small cap. I've been a fan because you stay relaxed. Never change your style. Cool.
That's a DeFi Jesus. I like your name, buddy. Thanks for the 10. MTV. I'll tell you what, that's a pretty smart smart ticker. Seeing as the demographic of crypto, most of us probably know what MTV is. And remember it fondly. VET, I would look for 10 cents. This is a hard trade. You got a bull flag, I don't trust him. I don't trust bull flags in crypto. I don't trust bear flags in crypto. But you have the 20 daily, hold that. 20 weekly, hold that. That's pretty much your guide. It's going to be your guide there. I don't want to see any daily close above 20 or below the 20 daily. Now, I'm going to guess MTV doesn't have a chart. It does. Look at me getting clown. All right, MTV. For my man, Diffa Jesus. Qcoin. Qcoin. And we have enough history to do something with it. And this chart actually looks good. Nice. Good eyebrow. I've never looked at this before. Never looked at this before, but already looks spicy, man. This to me looks like a very big inverse head and shoulders. You have your neckline, it looks like 0086. That's from the monthly. And zoom it on down. And thank you. You appreciate the style. Never change. I don't think I will. I don't think I'll ever change. Wow. Yeah, dude. This has some spices. This has some spices. I don't know what it is, but you've got your monthly and your weekly levels right here. You close the last weekly, the highest weekly close ever, or at least on Qcoin. This week you've sold off back to that monthly level, testing it as support. Looks like it's held. There's still a lot of time to go. Could break. But that's solid, even on the daily. As I said earlier, I don't really trust back tests if it's the next day. And by don't really, I mean I don't at all. This had a little bit of time in between. Sold off to a lower low, hit that monthly level. Now it's green again. Hour and a half to go. You want to see it close green. That's a great way to close. It'd be a nice little hammer. Just cementing that 0-1 level. Here's the cool part. If we do break, and we come back to this high, what, 0.19? You can probably call it 0.2 cents. If you do, you get some very exciting numbers, I'm sure. Could look for 7 cents if you do. This is what I'd like to see it do. I'd like to see it come back, test that neckline at 1 cent. Then 7x. Wow. Things get even stupider if you do the total extension here. Things are going to get way stupider. I'm not going to use that wick. That wick's BS. There we go. Our measured move for that, not too far away from our local measured move here. That's going to be sitting just under 10 cents. So there could be a lot to be looking forward to. Dependent on breaking that high. I'd like, again, see the back test. Oh, it's something in my hair. Nice, a strong moving average setup on the daily below you. You're above the 20 weekly. Way above the 20 daily. Yeah. Yeah. This is nice. This is a nice coin, man. Well done. No bearish divergence. Wow, you don't even have bearish divergence on the high, on the daily. You have a lower high in price and a lower high in RSI versus April 13th. That's very spicy. I really can't even say anything else. This just looks really spicy. It has a lot of potential. I don't know what it is. I don't know the fundamentals. I don't know anything. It's called MTV. That's all I know about it. And that its chart looks pretty interesting. There it is. Had a really ugly pattern back here and then just randomly broke to the upside. Schweit. Good luck with that, man. If I was looking for entry to this, I mean, today there was entry, maybe an entry today for a short-term position, but you may be able to pull from back here. You might be looking for a safer position from June's high, because this is still possible. 007. I don't see it on the chart right now, but it's untested. Alright. Yeah, it's tested maybe. This is a really hard one to call. Because it was a day later and it consolidated there. Maybe we can say that was back tested. Looking for a daily close above 1.011 cents. And then you're looking for a retest of your high from back in April. Break that, things get spicy. Thanks, DeFi Jesus, man. Cool chart. I like cool charts. This BTC moved. Dude, it never moves when I'm live. What's going on? Never moves when I'm live. It waits for me to close the stream and then it moves. Fact. Swinger coins. Yeah, they're all swap. Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were just making like a joke like swingers. Absolute interface. Location, location, location. What's up, dude? Guy is just spamming. Spamming the name of the channel. I don't know what you're doing, MC Jim Craw, but come back. What the heck? Why are other people saying it? What? I don't know what people are talking about today.
Can you check out ICP?
Magical Chemical Daddy. What's up, dude? ICPzels. Yeah, I'll check back in on it. I don't know why, man. I don't know why. Well, lots of people are searching for C98, so I added it to the title. Prepare for the spammers. Yeah, and but reminder mods, you don't have to worry too much about spamming. If it is like obnoxious, if it's like really bad, go for it, but this is not a big deal. Not a big deal. Insane Clown Posse stopped out our trade. Boo. Stopped out our trade. It looks like we didn't have the low. All right. So now where's our retracement target? 130. This thing reminds me of Coinbase's stock. Womp. We have new retraces because we got a lower low. I'm not going to get rid of this, but I don't want to be able to see it on every time frame. $12 to the day. There we go. Straight down. Okay, battling with the 20 and the 100. The 100 just started trading. That's interesting. In this daily candle, it touched the 100 moving average for the first time in its history. Rejected. Now it's testing the 20 daily. Hopefully, if you're long on this, hopefully, you're looking for a close above the 20 daily. Anytime you're battling with it, you want to close above it. It's at $61.90. You have an hour and a half to go. Interesting. Seems to be like a more macro trend line here. There it is. It's very white coffee. It looks very white coffee. So does Bitcoin. Support at 54. Defended. You don't really want to see more tests of 54, to be honest. You already tested it twice. Now you have a lower high. You want to see a higher high if you're going to test it again. If you don't, you're starting to paint a pretty ugly pattern, which you would expect to break down to lower support. But it's not there. So far, this trend line's holding. I think you're really going to be watching today's daily close here as you're struggling with the 20. You don't want to close below the 20. Period. Local resistance above you, there's going to be a few, but they're not that... Yeah, they're not historical. 71.60 might be a place to get out of a trade if you're not comfortable. This chart is just, different. It's different than others. Like, what is this pattern? What is this? It does look white coffee, but it doesn't quite fit it. It's like, what is this? It kind of looks like an inverse head and shoulders, but it doesn't quite fit it. Like, there's no neckline. There's no right shoulder. Either way, if you break 71, you're looking for your upside targets, your retracements. Lines up pretty well. $100, $95. Still have to get through that 382 at 89. I'm having trouble looking at this one. Probably because I've done a bunch of charts and I get chart fatigue. When you look at it this way, are you bullish or bearish? Honestly, short-term bearish, long-term bullish, in my opinion. Looks like you have a momentum leg when you have this inverted. I don't know. C98 breaking out again, heading for destiny. $5.28 and counting. Let's go. Let's go. And I just doodled this wave. Let's look for a better one. Let's see if we can actually get like a measured move that's going to suggest something more useful than just randomly placing it. 528 is right there. I have too much on this chart, it's making it hard to see. Yeah, this is a very tight... It's a very tight ascending wedge or flag or whatever you want to call it. Very tight. It actually looks like it broke that pattern right here today and moved up. So Already broke 523. 87. Need the 3. All right, we'll peg it that way. We'll do it like that. And then we'll look for it like this. Doesn't line up well. It doesn't line up well. Fib tool's not helping us. This is just wild, man. We have not been seeing this kind of action in a while, so it is definitely welcomed. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'm still looking for the same price targets as we talked about earlier in the episode, 735. Our Fibonacci tool says that's where we should look, so that's what we do. Nice to see something breaking. Nice to see something breaking. There goes my voice. Wow. Yeah, that might be all she wrote for my voice today. Just crapped out. Bitcoin, stop being boring. It's looking uglier and uglier. Not looking, just definitely just no strength there. But as we started this episode, short time frames didn't look good. Didn't really have any strength. We're still looking for the retrace, but it's not a bad sign to see that kind of noodly action when your indicators look bad. When your indicators say you should be dropping, but price doesn't drop. Not a bad thing. There it is. I knew it was missing something. There it is. Reaching 540. Wait for pullbacks, peoples. Wait for pullbacks. Don't buy all-time highs. Ethereum, no real progress since we started. ADA, baking us out, just barely not moving back to that 0.5. It is ugly. I'm still looking for this. Despite that nice little green candle, I think we're still looking here. Oh, I never looked at farm. Ooh, farm faking us out. This trade got stopped. Womp womp. That's okay, because we got a sweet one right before it. 30%. And then -6, still solid. Still plus on this chart. I don't like that wick. That wick is very, very spooky. That's where we had support, or we had resistance. We flipped it to support, and now flipped back to resistance. That's quite a rejection on farm. Honestly, though, unless farm trades below like 190, still looks pretty good. I don't own any of this. I don't own any of this coin, though. Dang, look at that daily. Just squashed. Squanched. Bitcoin dominance trading sideways. Just further faking us out. Slowly but surely. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I can look at any more charts. Any new charts today. Yeah, I'm chart fatigued. I'm just starting to see charts everywhere, man. What are people saying? Everyone's salty. Everyone's salty today. You're right. I didn't notice it, but now I'm feeling it. Every time I like look into the chat, I see something salty. And best coin was Shiba. Hindsight makes everyone rich, right? You did mention Crows. Yeah, shouted you out, Steve. I did. The MAs are insane. Dude, that chart, the macro. That macro, dude. Stephanie Lime. Limey? We did ADA. Keep your eyes peeled. I'll publish the condensed version of this later tonight. What's up, Frederico Pinto? Golden Cross on BNB daily. I believe it. Yes, I see you. I see you, Mr. KM, asking for AVAX. I just, I'm not feeling it, bro. I did a bunch of charts. Where I learned to paint? In a hood. In the hood. Self-taught, just like everyone who's been in crypto a long time. There's no one to learn from. Just because ADA is booming doesn't mean you can't capitalize on all the potential for record highs. Well, I think ADA making new highs, I said this last stream, is pretty good evidence in favor that other things will look to make all-time highs. I don't believe it to ever be wise to buy at an all-time high. Wait for pullback. Have patience. Discipline. No problem, Sandra. Thanks for joining us. I'm beat too. I'm just hoping Bitcoin makes a little move here. But I know it's just waiting for me to hit that end stream button. As soon as I do, I'll just take off. Just take off up or down. I don't know. I'm thinking 49.1, but I know it's gonna wait for me to turn it off. Dimitri, you wish you could post pictures in chat? Dude, you can. You can. Just not in this chat. You can post in the Discord, jump in there, post all the charts you want, man. I want to see your mind-blowing charts and trades. Blow my mind. It's not an easy feat to do, but I do appreciate it. I appreciate it when it happens. 589, 589. Here we are. Wow, I can't believe it hit that since I put that there. Whew. All right, so here we are. We either are pulling back from 589, looking to back test 5. Or we're just going full speed ahead to our measured move target at 735. Hard to tell with something like this. Brand new. Not a lot of history. And it is ripping. The definition of a FOMO buy if you jump in this right now. Just be careful. We stay calculated here. Stay calculated. Just bring it. There we go. Let's look at our highs. RSI's good on the 4. MACD's good on the 4. This is a little weird. Money flow not really moving. To me, I guess I would suggest, because this is new, there's not a lot of selling liquidity. It's not taking more money. It's not taking more and more money to push it up. Meaning, I guess the order books are likely thin above it. $12-hour. Good. 589. Am I going to get my retrace? Am I going to get my pullback? Or are we just going for it? That would be cool. That would be cool to just get 735 on stream live. I don't think that it's favorable. But look at how perfect this is. Look at how perfect that touches. 589. Probably a whale was just like watching my stream and he's like, yeah, I'll sell there. I'll put some orders there. $88 go to 0. Yeah, I never can tell. Like, I guess people are joking when they say things to 0. If they're not joking, it's like, dude, you know there are companies that went out of business. Like, they don't exist. Companies. And their stocks are still traded. Like, they don't go to 0. Almost nothing goes to 0. Actually, I would say nothing goes to 0. Why? Because no one's going to sell something at 0 unless they have a cost for holding it. Like oil. Oil can go negative because there's a cost to hold it, to maintain it, to house it. If there's no upkeep cost, it can't really go to 0 because why would someone sell it for nothing? Doesn't make sense. What's up, Matthew D? There we are. A voice of reason here. Matthew D, how you doing? Matthew D, good to see you, bro. DGB has not been catching my eye lately, unfortunately. I'm just waiting. What's up, 808 Hawk? Welcome back, man. Style points sideways is what we need for cup. Not sure if you're talking about Bitcoin or what. Feel free to elaborate. What's up, Russell? Cody, second person to ask about it today. Moses Alexander Carouse. Carouse a Carouse. How you doing, Moses? Need more spicy. There's been some spice. This C, whatever this is, C98's been a little spicy. No N. What's up, man? Hey, y'all. I've not done Luna today, Bruno. I've not. Your Crow card. I have it. I've never used mine. Jenny C and I finally agree. ADA breaking new high indicates BTC's next move. That's how I would look at it. If you have some micro cap go to a new all-time high, it doesn't really mean much for the rest of the market. If you have a macro cap push new all-time highs, it's a good sign that the market's looking to move up. ADA did that. And a microphone on my face. That energy drink tastes like crap. Chérie Marche has 1 hour. Yeah, 53.2 unfortunately today with 1 hour left. I mean, it's possible. It's certainly not impossible. It does not have a lot of time left. I'd be happy with 49.1 today. Still got 5 days left in the week. Plenty of time. We break through 47.9 support. What do I drink? I don't know. That was just some weird energy drink. Usually Monsters. Fafa Yol Hai. Adam Bradley retracting his messages. V-Ray. What do I think of OGN? I haven't looked at OGN in a while. Theta. I like the platform. The coin had a great 2021. It's held pretty well. It's held pretty well through the retracement. I don't know. Toxic Fume, the Crowed card. Honestly, I have the Crow card. I've never used it. It's debit. I don't say it's bad. I'm not, I don't know. I don't want a card unless it's a credit card. I don't want a debit card. I like my BlockFi card. BlockFi card. I mostly like it because, one, the card itself is like a matte black, which I want a black credit card. So that's cool. Until you get cash back in Bitcoin. It's a credit card. Sign up, use my link, go for it. I dig it. Mine's all sketched up. This is my only complaint. I should make a review of this. My only complaint about this card. Make sure it doesn't have any. I know it doesn't. Only complaint about this card, you're not going to be able to see it, is I haven't had it that long and it's already scuffed. Like it's already scratched up. And I have a bunch of cards. None of the other ones are that scratched up. So the quality of the card itself is not as good as I'd like it to be. But other than that, I like the cashback rewards, etc. And it has a Bitcoin on it, so my dream came true with that. Bitcoin spooling up. Yeah, it's being a noodle. Oh, would you look at that? But just look at it. Where's Beardy Day Crypto? Error random, tribes crazy. What's up, Simon O? Good to see you, dude. Yes. Good to see you, my friend. Rome's breakout. We're zoomed into the 5-minute here, so you don't want to be making decisions based on what candle you see, but we're right there. See how it plays out. Just shy of bearish engulf. Just shy. Oof, 15 closed ugly. Hourly not so bad though. That is a pretty large top wick. But nowhere near as bad as like the 15-minute looks. The Japanese effect. I'm not sure what that is, man. Yeah, dude, Bruno. That's why I got it. I got it because you get cash back in Bitcoin, so boom. But I got it just because it looks good. I mean, that's what also though why I'm kind of annoyed that it got so like that it's not durable, because it looks so good, and then it gets like kind of scuffed up in not even, I don't know, a month. I don't know what they made. That's my only complaint. BlockFi, if you're listening, my only complaint about the card. It's the quality of the card itself, physically. You can do better. You can do better. I would pay for this card. I would pay, like, I've done it. I've literally paid. I bought $150 worth of Crow just to have that metal card. Charge me $150, give me a metal card. I'm cool with that, BlockFi. There you go. You must be one with crypto. To do good crypto, you must be one with the crypto. I think we can all agree on that. VET back above the 20. That's positive news. MTV. Ethereum dicking around like Bitcoin is. ADA dicking around. More bullishly dicking around. Yeah, dude, Bruno, that's why I got it. It's literally. I don't really collect stuff, but I like to. I got recently gotten kind of like a credit card collection addiction. And I'd hoped the BlockFi one would have been titanium. Like, for if you guys want to know the best cards out there, not really anything to do with rewards. Best card, Apple Pay. Get the physical card. Do I have that one in here? There it is. this card. That's all you need. Then you have yin and yang, right? You have the black and the white. I like it. Apple Card's made out of titanium. Things solid as anything. Price target for C98, man. We don't get a back test. Why? Just keep switching screens on me weirdly. You're looking possibly for the pullback here at 590. Guess about $5. That breaks, we're looking for 730. 735. This happened all while we were live. It's pretty wild. Dude, right? Yin and yang, man. Now I need... Oh, don't tell me that, Moses. Well, I guess that counts too, though, right? Yeah, like the red. I got them all, boys. Got them all. Actually, this looks really cool. There it is. Oh, man. Not a healthy habit. Please use credit wisely. Don't carry a balance. What's up, Real Estate? How you doing, bro? MMA Cheer Puppy. Nice name. Mike J says, Daly's turning to the Bears. Is it? Not really. Not really. Not in my opinion. We did a lot of analysis on this. Where it stopped is a solid point to bounce. Didn't go any lower. I forgot. If I keep this stream on too long, it'll take forever to process, and then I won't be able to put out that condensed stream quick. What's up, Dimitri? I haven't seen you in a while, brother. How you doing? Sparks card. The Hamburglar. I like that name. Yeah, dude. Use credit cards responsibly. Absolutely. Just don't. They're not free money. They're just. They're not free money. Yeah, and if you use them right, you get the rewards. That's the point. I've never paid a penny in interest on a single card I have. Never will. You only spend money that you have, and then you pay it off. You don't use it to buy things that you don't have money for. In the event of an emergency, then I guess you could. Yes, you could. Man. 55 minutes till the close, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes. And a reminder. Man, my voice is dead, guys. I'm screwed. My voice is dead. Just a reminder, I'm going to put the chart up after the show, as I always do, in Discord. Discord link in the video description below. Join us in Discord. To prove to you guys how serial I am. There. Now, it's already up. Now it's live streamed to the Discord while we're streaming. Streamception. Streamception. I thought there'd be more hype today. I thought people would be all spooky and scared and questioning. Seems pretty chill. Bitcoin looks like it's looking to hold this low and to close. I'll take it. I'll take it. We had 3 people join the Discord. That's it in this chat. In this entire stream. 2 hours. What's up, D33? Oh my. In Camo Man. Good choice. Discord full of educational content. Trade alerts. Best part, though, you'll know when we go live. We get shadow banned a lot. You'll always get an alert on Discord. You'll know. You won't miss the TA. So jump in there. Keep up with our daily live streams. You want to see magic? I can show you magic. What's up, Saw? How you doing? Is there a reason for this? For what? Appreciate your streams. Appreciate you, Mr. Hamburglar. I can show you guys a magic trick. If I hit this button, the odds of Bitcoin moving up to 49.1 just exponentially explode. Or I guess you could also move down. To make a move, if I hit this button, it'll happen. It'll happen quickly. And that's what I think I'm going to do. Happy trades, fam. Crown out.